It's like has lots of movement to it.
Not to mention Raheem Devine.
I'm Dottie Peoples, and you're watching Branching Out.
I'm nominated for Female Artist of the Year.
Hi everyone, I'm Gloria Goban from Bass Wives LA, and you just caught me on Branching Out.
Hi, we're the Braxtons, and you're watching Branching Out.
Thank you for watching Branching Out.
Peter Weiss.
You are watching Branching Out.
Hi, Peter. I want to welcome you to the show. Thank you so much for taking out the time to have a conversation with me. Tell me, did you ever think you would land or you would rise up and be the CEO of biggest Menage wine company?
To be straight, I didn't think I would go that way, for sure. Most of my career was spent hawking beer, selling beer. My last job was working for a company out of Australia called Foster's Beer, and I kind of was the global director for that. So to be in wine and have an investor and an owner like Nikki certainly was a new patch for me. But what a wonderful, exciting time.
Okay, so I want you to tell me about the company. Tell me about MYX. What does MYX stands for?
It just stands for mix. To be honest, we made it up. We like the name. There are some connotations in the music world, and also we're a fusion product. And what I mean by that is we're wine, and as an example here, this is a Moscato. We put peach juice in it and bubble it a little bit, about half the bubbles of champagne. So let's just say we mix it up.
So that was one of my other questions. How did you come up with the taste?
With the tagline or the name?
With the taste, with taste in it.
Well, so that's a really good question. So probably when I got involved, I started the company about 8-9 years ago. Nikki was actually already on board when I put the company together. And part of it was the popularity. It started with the popularity of Moscato, which is a very popular varietal of wine. But that's in the last 2 decades, actually. It's now perhaps third or fourth to things like Chardonnay, Sauvignon Blancs, and that sort of thing. So we saw a rapid increase in that varietal of wine, Moscato, and it was really different. It's a little sweeter. It's a little easier to drink, and I like to say there's no pull the cork, sniff and swirl. It's not snotty. It's kind of just fun wine. So we took a look at that. So that was one piece. The other piece was, this doesn't look like a regular wine bottle. Right? This actually opens up like a beer, twist on top, and you drink it right out of the bottle.
Right.
So we saw an opportunity for occasions where, quite frankly, where beer might be served and wine was too complicated or mixed drinks was too complicated. I always like to say, think of your back patio, you have a cooler, you got people over, and you have, Miller Light and Heineken in there or whatever, and you open it up and go, what's in there for me?
Right. So let me ask you, why light? Why did y'all choose light?
So first, all of our products are low in alcohol. Okay. So this is a 5.5% alcohol product. But to be honest, this is about 140 calories a serving, where MYX Light, which I'll talk about in a sec, is 70 calories a serving.
Thank you so much for you all sending me a sample. I'm gonna sample it in a few minutes along with you.
Okay, I'm ready.
Let me ask you today, what is the biggest challenge in the wine business?
The biggest challenge is, all right, so I'm gonna take this whole COVID thing and put it over here. Okay. And that's everything from bars and restaurants closed down and all that. Actually, any loss that we had in a bar or restaurant in terms of volume was gained in liquor stores and grocery stores. So People bring it home and drink it. Okay.
Mhm.
So we didn't really get hurt by that, but the supply chain, and that's all over the news and all that sort of stuff. So
Mhm.
bringing in anything from overseas is a problem. So I'm going to put that aside.
Mhm.
I'm a little guy.
Right,
And
right.
we deal with big distributors and big retailers.
Mhm.
So just getting, simple stuff. You can't buy my product if you don't find it on the shelf. So that would probably be our biggest stumbling block, is getting better distribution. The wine business is actually thriving and growing
Mhm.
at the expense of spirits and beer.
Right.
So I'm happy I can ride that wave a little bit. And then, of course, the better for you stuff with MYX Light and our lower alcohol Moscato. So I hope that answered your question, but it's a tough market. This is not for shy people. And then, I would say that, Nikki helped us kick it all off. Okay. She's my
Mhm.
single largest shareholder.
What made Nikki get involved into the wine business?
It's a long story, but I'm
Okay.
gonna give you the short version. Okay.
Okay.
She loves Moscato.
Mhm.
Okay. And that was her drink of choice. It was in some of her music. And she was actually, one of my other partners owns a product called Bartonura. I don't know if you've ever had it, but it's a very nice Italian Moscato. And that was kind of her favorite,
Okay.
to a point where she wanted it involved in anything she was doing. Best example is like backstage,
Mhm.
having Bartonura and green M&Ms and whatever else you do, right? So she actually reached out. She was with Young Money at the time, and she kind of reached out to her manager, G, if you remember G Robinson, and said, she's interested in owning a Moscato brand, and she'd like to buy the brand.
Mhm.
The brand wasn't for sale. We create things and make things and buy things. We don't sell things in
Right.
terms of companies.
Yeah.
And so we had the opportunity to show her this as an idea. And even before we had a bottle on the shelf, she dropped some music for us. And the first one was High School with Lil Wayne in it.
Mhm.
And so it was really, it started as her passion. And then that's what attracted me to start the company. So kudos to her.
All right. So let me ask you now, out of the two, which one is your favorite and why?
Well, I'm kind of a white wine drinker, so mine is actually Chardonnay.
Chardonnay.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try it. You want to try it together? And I'm gonna
ready.
tell you.
I hope yours is cold.
I have.
Oh, you're too good.
This is gonna be my favorite. If this is gonna be my favorite glass, and this one is I'm gonna taste. And so if I put one in this one, that means that's the favorite, and this is the one I'm gonna be drinking from.
So one of our co-owners is MonaScott-Young, if you know Mona.
I do know Mona. So she loves.
She's an investor as well, and she says, just open it up and put it to your lips.
Okay,
So,
just open it and put it to your lips. Okay, I'm gonna do that since that I want the glass. Oh my God, really good. Great.
I'm not allowed to influence. I really want the true feedback.
Wow.
Is it cold?
Oh my God, this is amazing. We're gonna go to the rose.
Cheers to Mona again.
All right, here's to Nikki. Here's to Nicki Minaj.
Here's to Nick.
Peter, wow. I can't even choose which one.
We disagree. My favorite. What's yours?
I can't choose. Both of them
drink both.
Amazing.
Don't expect to find MYX at a fancy restaurant on a wine list. Okay. And it's a perfect thing for sports season, for things at home, get-togethers, that sort of stuff. It's very relaxing. It's not aggressive. It tastes good, and yeah, they'll help send my kids to college or something like that. But
So what inspired you, Peter, to get into the wine business?
to be straight, I didn't know who Nikki was. I had never created a wine before. I had done marketing and all that sort of stuff. So the learning curve has kept me so inspired. And I think learning keeps you young.
Right.
And that's how, that was the first. And then, you know, I worked in a big corporate world, and then I became an entrepreneur. And that's inspiring too. It sounds like you are as well. Yeah.
Absolutely. So what advice would you give to someone who's trying to get into the wine business industry?
I would say, you know, make sure you're financially supported. Okay. Try to be unique. There's a lot of wine brands out there. There's a lot, you know, so anything that can give you a competitive edge from a uniqueness, whether it's simple screw top or putting peach in Moscato or a light version of wine and what have you. You know, if you're going to go down a celebrity endorsement route, don't just pay somebody.
Right.
You know, have them involved in the business, have them involved in the decisions right from the start.
So anything else that you would like to tell us about MYX Fusion Beverage? Anything special? Anything that you want to bring out to anybody who's tasting it like me, or whoever is interested in drinking it? Because like I said, the taste is amazing.
I learn by consumer feedback. So I just ask the listeners, if you do go out and you try it, communicate with us. Let us know what we're doing right, what we're doing wrong, what you liked about the taste, what you liked about the packaging, what you liked about the price, availability, and that really hones us in.
Well, I have really enjoyed having a conversation with you today, Mr. Peters, and with this amazing wine. You, Nicki Minaj, Monica Scott, whoever is involved, I think they are involved into something that is going to be great, that is going to turn into being great, or already great. But I'm gonna let you close us.
I hope you just didn't get 2 cans.
Yeah, we got 2 cans. All right.
Just 2 cans. Oh my gosh. All right. Let me know when you finish and we'll get you some more. Okay.
Absolutely. I'll let you close us out and tell us what you want us to know. Give us a closing statement on this. And I really appreciate having a conversation with you. Hopefully this won't be the end, that we'll get together, even if we don't do nothing, we'll get together and have some Nicki Minaj wine.
Well, I'm going to get a little bold. I'm going to say tonight, I'm going to get twisted. Mix Moscato and a vodka. I'm a mixing. Cheers.
Well, thank you. Cheers.
Okay. Have a good one.
Thank you so much, Mr. Peterson.
Thank you for your time. I appreciate it.
With me. Thank you. And I thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.